Yo, what is up, guys? Bravo Wajah here coming at you with another video. This video is going to be a regional report. I went to the Houston regional yesterday. They had like 560 people. It was hella packed. It started super late. It started late. It supposed to start at 10. We ended up starting at 1. But anyway, it was 10 rounds. I dropped after round 8. I will explain that to you guys. I will show you guys my matchups. Y'all bear with me. I got a sheet of paper. I don't have none of that fancy editing stuff yet, but I'm gonna get there. But y'all can read. So here we go. These are the matchups. Round 1, played Marin super free. He wasn't like the most experienced player. You can tell he's like super new to the game, but cool guy. Round 2 was Runic Fur Hire. First time playing this deck. I've seen it like on like DB Grinder's channel, like here and there, like recently, but like I never like gave it that much thought to like pay attention to it. This deck is interesting, I will say. We end up drawing because like that deck kind of plays like solitaire, and it just like draws cards like between the Runic cards and like the Fogo, but like. Yeah, we just kind of we ended game 2 with like 20 seconds left. Like, I probably should have, like, our game 1 lasted maybe like 30 minutes. But, like, I was up on life, so I didn't want to, like, scoop or nothing. And, like, the game state was kind of even. And I was up on life, so I was like, I mean, as long as he's going to sit here, I'll sit here. Because he had to skip his battle phase because of the Runic cards. But, like, once I saw myself, kind of getting out of hand, I kind of like, yeah, we go to game 2. I won game 2, and then he should have scooped in game 2 a lot earlier than he did. And he scooped when we had like 20 seconds left. He's trying to go to a game 3. Because this deck wins the time very easily. There's a Fur High card that like gains you life points, so he probably should have scooped a lot earlier. Round 4, I played against Naturi Runic. I did win this game in time. How'd that game end? Oh yeah, I won this game. I said that. I won in time. He started his last turn with like 2 minutes left. He had 2 cards in his hand, and the one card I knew was Mole Cricket, and I had a live Zeus on board and an Ash in my hand. So he like he was sitting there looking at his hand for a few seconds. He like looked at his graveyard, looked at his banner zone, then he looked at my graveyard, then looked at my banner zone, and I kind of felt like he was kind of like trying to. I don't know. I don't want to accuse anybody of nothing, but like y'all see what I'm saying. So I just kind of told him, hey, bro, I need you to make a move. Because like by the time he made a move, I was like a minute left. Like he has 3 cards in his hand. I know one's a Mole Cricket. So I told him, bro, you got to make a move. He summons Mole Cricket, tries to use the effect. I ash it, he passes. I just switch my Zeus to attack, and I win. Round 5, I played against Cashtira. First Cashtira today. It was a cool match. I won. I only die roll I won was in round. This might have been. Was it this round? No, it was the next round. I was losing die rolls all day. I don't think I rolled anything more than a 5. And when I did, I rolled an 11, and my opponent rolled a 12. It just wasn't the cards for me to win the die roll that it was. But anyway, round 5 I played against Cashtira. That game went into time. It was fine. I really like this deck's matchup with Cashtira, honestly. I think it's super nice. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I skipped round 3. Round 3, I played Labyrinth. My fault, guys. Round 3, played against Labyrinth. I lost his dice roll. He went first, obviously. I said that. My hand was, he said 4, he passed. My hand, I had an Ash and a Bell in my hand. And like that's then that kept him off his engine because he had both welcome and big welcome set. So I asked the welcome and bailed the big welcome. So I kind of took over from there. He won game 2. He like just flipped skill drain. I didn't get to an out quick enough. In game 3, I drew my outs. He flipped skill drain again, but like I drew the outs. So like out the floodgate, they just kind of lose. All right, now back to round 6. Round 6, I played Cashtira. This is the die roll I won, but I actually lost game 1, which is very frustrating. Because, like, when you go first, you kind of want to take advantage of that. So game 3, he goes. I win game 2. Game 3, he goes first. And my hand is evenly matched. Book of Eclipse, Sunny Snitch, and Blue. Man, it was crazy. And I think my 6th card was like starter. And he made a Rise Heart set 3 pass. I go battle phase evenly, gets rid of all his back row. I go a Book of Eclipse to flip their Rise Heart, and he just kind of loses. My hand was nutty. Round 7 was my 2nd draw of the day against Labyrinth. He didn't really know what he didn't know what the Evil Twin cards did, which is like weird. Then like the only reason why I lost game 1, like again he went first, and he just flipped skill drain, and I had to play like my only like out to skill drain game 1 is what's the name of his card? Spright Smashers, and I can also like kind of use Econ kind of weird to So I'll just tell you guys what happened. So game 1, my biggest dilemma was like getting over this. I had to expend so much getting over this this skill drain. So like he has 2 set. He doesn't have any engine. He has 2 set. It is a skill drain and a D barrier. I make a Zeus. I have Book of Eclipse in my hand. I make a Zeus, but I only make it with 2 material because I didn't use my down. I played 2 Zeus. I did not use my downer on this Zeus because I didn't want to like play into like a strike or something, and I just lost my downer for no reason. So I make a Zeus. I go Zeus white. He has no response, and I change Book of Eclipse to flip my Zeus face down so it can like resolve under the skill drain, and he flips the barrier, and so like I lose that game. I win game 2, and then we just ran out of time game 3. And my last round of the tournament was against Despia. I lost this one. Lost this one in 3 games. Game 3, he goes first again. Game 1, he does Despia things. I can't play through it. Game 2, I set up board. He can't play through it. Game 3, my hand is pure gas. My hand is Bale, Alive Twin, Starter, Blue, and something else. I did not draw Ash at all in this matchup, unfortunately. It would have made it a lot easier, but like he made his board, he sets up Expulsion, and I have my Bale for the Expulsion. He sends his like for Brain Infusion, he sends the Gimmick Puppet and Albaz to make Lubellion. I was like, okay, great. So he didn't have the materials to make Albion, so I felt really good about being able to stop this Expulsion and just win, because he didn't have a way to banish his targets. But like he hard drew Dark Magician, so Dark Magician was his discard off of Lubellion, and he made Dragoon, and Dragoon just dealt with my Bell, and I lost. And I dropped after that round because I was not playing for my invite. I was playing for top 8. I do not need my invite. I already have it. So after I was 5-1-2. I just dropped. It was late. I had to get home. Had a 3-hour drive. So I dropped. So we ended this tournament 5-1-2. All right. Now, overall, I played Twin Spright, if you guys couldn't tell from this and the way I was talking. I will get the profile for you guys right now. This deck went super crazy, but there are a couple changes I would make to it. But let's get into it. Let's start with the main deck. Let's start with this main deck. 40 card main deck. Started with the twins. We have 3 Lila, the most loyal evil twin in the game. The amount of times I would like open a hand and it would be Spright stuff, but I wouldn't have any twin stuff. The amount of times this is my 6th card was outrageous. Just loyalty at its finest. I love her. And something that's different from my Spright twin list that might be different to others is I do play 1 Lila Treat. This card's terrible. And I get it. People say this card's bad. I understand why they say it's bad. Its effect doesn't do anything engraved like Frost does, the pink one. But I like the versatility this card gave me with my Sunny Snitch. A lot of times yesterday, I would summon a blue or pink, whatever, and get the other color. Then I would have a Sunny Snitch in hand, and I knew they had a way to interact with one of my summons. And they would typically go after the one's effect that I had already used. But having Sunny Snitch in hand let me play through that by playing this card. Because typically, if you don't play this card, they get rid of your pink, and if you don't have a way to extend, then like you just kind of lost that. But so I like the versatility this card gave me. I will say this is definitely the 40th card in my deck. Like when I was putting the deck together, this was definitely card number 40. I was my previous iteration of this deck had 41 cards in it, and because I was main decking 3 nib, and I did not want to main deck nib today because it felt terrible. Excuse me, like in my testing and stuff, main deck and nib felt real bad. So I cut the 3 nib down for 2 bail, and I needed a 40th card, so I decided to try a little treat. And I will say that I was not disappointed. I think the card was did really good for me today. The attack effect never came up, but like the extension effect always did. Even drawing this card like isn't bad. So level 2, it's nice. Anyway, for the Frost monsters, for the pink ones, we play 2 Kill and 1 Kill Frost. This is the most, this card here, the draws off this card and off the pink link all day was nutty. I guess that's what got game 2 in round 8. My pink link draw drew into a D barrier. It was beautiful. And I feel like I misplayed twice today. Twice all day yesterday. I felt like I was playing really well yesterday. One misplay, I like filled up my monster zones somehow. Like when I've been just not paying attention, it kind of made me play weird in one game. And another misplay was round 6 against the cashier guy. In game 1, I should have 2-0'd him. In game 1, was it game 1? No. Yes, in game 1, I forgot to draw off of him. He added, and I forgot to trigger this effect to draw a card. It's the only time I have forgotten it all day. And I forgot to do it. And I had 120. I had a 2 in my hand, a level 2 in my hand, but I didn't have like another level 2 to get to it, like to play on my next turn. And like I forgot, and he used Rise Heart to banish my top 3, and I would have drawn a Spright blue off of this card. And if I would have had that blue in my hand, I would have 100% won the game. But I didn't win the match anyway. But like forgetting that draw cost me. I had to play a 3rd game because of it. But that is it that is our every twin lineup for the deck. I loved it. I think it performed really well for me today. These were the best cards in my deck all day. All day. Which is what you want, is Evil Twin Spright. And so these cards are crazy. Again, this is cuttable. I'm not gonna cut it. At least not right now. But I'm a fan of this. That is the twin stuff. Now we shall go into the Spright cards. We play 3 blue. Beat the ulti. That thing's super nice. Got my 3rd one yesterday. Got 3 blue. 3 jet. 1 red. And 1 carrot. Pretty standard lineup. I almost played a 2nd red. That's what that the blue extender, the little treat it was between that and the 2nd red. I decided to play the treat, and I was overall happy with that decision. These Spright cards are Spright cards. They're crazy. They're great. I love them. Yeah, nothing too special here. Just a Spright package. I think we all know what these cards do at this point. Super good, super consistent. I love it. Next for the monster hand traps, it was 3 ash. Is it the best hand trap right now? Probably. I think this card's crazy. Ash is a wild hand trap. I am a big fan. It's not crazy against like Cash. I mean, Ash and Theosis isn't the worst. And then, but Ash and Brandon Fusion is nice. Ash and a Welcome or a Big Welcome is way nice. Because, like, that deck needs to get to his engine to start recurring the trap cards. 2 Effect Veiler. I don't love Effect Veiler this format because of Arise Heart. It turns it off. But, like, you draw cards on your opponent's turn. And this is probably, like, this is one of the better hand traps to draw on your opponent's turn. The Effect Veiler. So that's why I play 2 of it so I can draw it off the kills. And 2 Bale. Our main deck, 2 Bale. When I tell you Bale went crazy for me all day, I bailed like 3 or 4 Big Welcome Labyrinths. It was it was really crazy against Labyrinth. I bailed a in that game against Labyrinth, one of my games against Labyrinth, I had nothing. I didn't have any, like, I was, like, bricking really hard. And I drew a Sunny Snitch. And my hand was Ash, Bell, Sunny Snitch. I activate Sunny Snitch, and he activates Tears on the other root, overroot, which one of them roots. Targets my Sunny Snitch, targets my Ash. And I bail it, because he was supposed to summon the Ash from graveyard to set it. And it won me the game. Like, Bell was a wild, wild card all day. Greatest decision I ever made to cut nib for this. But that is it for the monster hand trap. Moving on to our spell cards. We play 3 Sunny Snitch. This card is just a starter for your live twin engine, and so is this. This searches this. You want to see your twins. They are the best part of your deck, 100%. It draws your card, gains your advantage, draws your hand traps, applies pressure. Super good. You want to max out on that. Those are the only twin spells that we're playing. For the Spright spells, we play 3 starter. Duh, cards ridiculous. 1 smashers and 1 gamma burst. Bruh, this card is crazy. This card just steals games. Just snatches games. You just get OTK'd out of nowhere. Gamma Burst, one of the best cards in my deck all day. I always started it out going first. I don't say always. Most of the time I started it out going first. But, like, I would swap it for a double cross that's in my side deck, which you got to see. But this card was super nice. Super nice. A necessity, I would say. That's for the, just go second spells. 3 Book of Eclipse. This card was good. Yeah, this card was very good for me. I played 2 Cash. But, it was solid in other. Only matchup I feel like this card is just Poochie's terrible in is Despia. Because, it doesn't stop them from, fusing or anything, so it's kind of, pointless. Even against Labyrinth, it's not, you wouldn't think it's super crazy, but, it comes up, my interaction, the interaction with the skill drain where you activate an effect, flip it face down so it can resolve, so you can out their skill drain. It's nice. And for my favorite, probably my favorite card in the deck over the weekend, my favorite spell at least, 2 Enemy Controller. Bruh. The Enemy Controller went so crazy for me this week, for me yesterday. The tribute, this is also another way you can play around skill drain. You can activate your blue, I guess, or I don't know, so find a monster that pops something, tribute it off, take something, and the effect was off. Enemy Controller was super crazy for me over the weekend yesterday. I would not play this deck without it. It was perfect. And lastly, we just have 3 Imperm as the last hand trap, last 3 cards. Like I said, 40 card main deck. Only thing that I would even consider changing about it is the treat, but I like the treat. So like right now, it's not going anywhere. Moving on to my extra deck. Starting off with the Twins, we play 3 Kiss a Kill, 2 Lilla. Pre-cast here, this was 2-1, but like you cannot do that anymore because it just gets demolished by Unicorn and Diablosis. So I feel like that's pretty standard, nothing too crazy. And then we also played 1 Trouble Sunny. Trouble Sunny, crazy card. Would not play this deck without it. One of Sprite's biggest problem is getting over like big things, and this 3,300 attack is crazy. Came up so much, so much. Love this card. When I play this deck without it, I think you have. I think you have to play it. If you like end on a turn where you have both your links out, your first action is just make this link forward, and like is great. Last link monster we play 1 Spright Sprint. This did not come up. Thank God it didn't come up. But you play this like just in case you don't see your twin stuff, but you open like a lot of sprites. If you can get 3 bodies on board, you make 3 level 2 bodies, which is like it's Spright, so like you're gonna do that. You make Sprint, dump a name, and then you overlay this and the other level 2, make gigantic, summon the other name, and then you enter your Spright stuff. But I did not make this yesterday, which is a good sign. The Twins were being very loyal to me yesterday. For the Xyz, two gigantic, pretty standard, nothing too crazy there. Best monster, Xyz monster in your extra deck. The 1 Mannequin Cat, we'll talk about this in a second. 1 Soul Sweeper. This card is very good. This is just like spot removal that helps you like push your game. I think I used it like 2 or 3 times yesterday. Guy had a big monster on board. I Soul Sweeper, got rid of it, and then like Gamma Burst makes this card 3,300 attack. I'm cooking you. Then we have like the Zeus package, Sky Cavalry, Downard, and we played 2 Zeus. Nothing too crazy here. If there's a thing that I will change, that I'm going to change about this extra deck, it's gonna be this Mannequin Cat. The thought process behind this Mannequin Cat was, it was like for cash tier. I was going to it was for cash tier and it was for Labyrinth, but I'll get to that. I thought more cash tier was gonna be on D Shifter, but I did not see D Shifter like at all. I did not see a lot of cash tier players on D Shifter. The idea was they D-shifted me. I make Mannequin Cat, special summon the D-shifter back to their side of the field, and I can like special summon like a blue or something like that. But it gives them a monster, which makes them like play awkward. That was the thought process behind that, but it just never came up. I only made Mannequin Cat 1 time, and it was because the cashier player like got rid of my Sky Cavalry, and I needed like a pilot in the Zeus. That's the only time I made it. So I think I might cut this for a Gen Buster. Just because I feel like there were a couple times today where, there was a couple times today where I had a blue and a jet on board, and I either overlaid it into this, which did nothing, or I just kept them there. So I just decided to like just keep them there. But I feel like I would have been like more comfortable like if this was a Gen Buster. I just make a Gen Buster with those guys. And it's a Fiend. So and Gen Buster's a Fiend, so it doesn't clash with your Evil Twin stuff. But I think that's the only thing I would change about that extra deck. And moving on to the side deck, guys. We have 1 Red Resonator for time, Gigantic Spright, Special Summon, Targeted, Gain Life Punch. 2 Nibiru. These are the only monsters I played in the extra deck. 2 Nib. Nib was fine today. I mean yesterday. It was okay. Nib does not feel as good as I thought it would. Pause. Like, it doesn't feel great. But it was alright. For the next up we have 3 Evenly. Evenly went crazy. Evenly is a crazy card. I'm a big fan. 3 D Barrier. It's D Barrier. You kind of have, in this format, you kind of have to play it. There's Swordsword running around. There's Castria running around. There's Spright running around. This is also a reason why I landed on Evil Twin Spright instead of like Pure Spright, because like if you get D Barrier for XYZ, you can just do your Evil Twin stuff and you're still drawing cards and getting the advantage. So it's not bad. And 1 Double Cross. I would swap this card out with Gamma Burst going first. Double Cross was fine. I feel like I only used it effectively like 1 time. I was against the Labyrinth guy, and it was to push for game. I ended with Trouble Sunny on board. He set a Spell Trap. He was kind of top decking. He set a Spell Trap. Trouble Sunny effect. Special summon my guys, popped it, and then next turn I just double cross, special summon his Lady Labyrinth from graveyard and just killed him. And the last cards to play are all back row removal. 3 Cosmic and 2 Twin Twister. Now, when I was putting this together, I was very apprehensive about playing this much back row removal, because I like, but I expected a lot of Labyrinth and a lot of Trap Tricks, and I played like 2 Labyrinth. So like, these cards came up, they were great. Also, Runic. I know this card isn't like super great against Runic, but whatever. Back row removal is removal. But these cards were busting all day. But anyway, guys, that is it for the list. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will be going to another regional in about 2.5 weeks. You guys will get another report for that. And with that being said, this is Bravo YGO signing off. Peace.